Actually, damn. No, I don't see him. There you go.
You have reached the voicemail box of
05875. Please leave me a message. I will get back to you.
Shit, should we? Hey, Dom, join us whenever you can.
Hurry!
everybody. I'll be starting on here in just.
I'm excited.
You know, like, I would love to have all the cameras at the same time.
That's right. You'll take the camera.
Better. See, I told you, Steven is crazy.
Hey, where's Dom at? We got to wrap this show up.
I know. What happened to the Hawaiian shirt, by the way? I ran out of time. That's why I was like wearing this. But I thought we have Hawaiian shirt. I got two of them.
No, we did Hawaiian shirts one time.
Okay, Dom, text it. All right, do you have Gmail?
I do, but we'll talk about that offline.
What's your Gmail? What's your social number, man? What's
Oh,
it's
it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Okay.
6,
Yeah.
7, 8.
Just give me the last 4 digit. Let's play a game.
Oh,
Say
that's 6969, and then my PIN number is furries.
Is everyone okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, what's up, Dom? Good to see you.
Yeah. Is everybody okay?
I guess.
Good to see you. You got
All right.
today. Had some demos for everybody.
I don't know if I'm ready demoing, but we'll see.
This is why I didn't promise to show anything this time, because Ahmed was like, I got it. And I was like, sweet, I get to just be the peanut gallery.
No, man.
Which is really, that's just my spot on the show.
Yeah. Realize I'm not wearing glasses today, so I'm gonna blame it on the glasses.
Look, I noticed, it was like the first thing I noticed. I wasn't going to call it out, but I don't like change.
I know.
Me neither. I think the glasses should stay.
Yeah, those are a show staple now. We can't.
Yes.
Well, guess what? It was recording anyway, so
I know.
We're live.
We're live.
You're the producer, so I was just going to be like, we'll roll with it, but you mentioned it.
Okay, sounds good.
Steven, what is that white box back there?
Yeah. Yeah, Steven, what's the white box? What's that?
What now?
That white rectangle. Down
Right here?
Yes.
That was since my company is getting acquired, we all got new work laptops.
Ooh. What kind of MacBook is that?
That's a good question. It's a Pro, and that's all I can tell you at this point.
So I was just kidding. You're working out of a Mac.
Yeah, no, I work out of a Mac.
Wow.
For the current client that I am working for, they are mostly Mac based, so which is fine for me.
Yeah, what are you working on?
It's still TypeScript and React, so it's perfect. And then a little bit of Java as well. Still, I don't do as much Java, so I know you got your heart set on that Spring demo.
Yeah, I figure it's never gonna happen.
Not gonna.
If you read our comments, everyone's like really waiting for it.
Yes.
No, I
wanted again today.
And this is why I foster that that non-connection with our fans, because I don't want to let them down by setting expectations.
You got to read the comments. You have to read the comments.
Just Ahmed every time, though.
Stop it. All right. So I'm not sure if you guys can see even my screen or share it or.
Yes, I see something.
We can see it.
All right, cool.
See it
So
on your website.
it's not my website. All right, so this is I'm gonna go from the beginning. So basically, I have a Pi, and I wrote some script in my Pi. Now I'm connecting to my Raspberry Pi through VNC Connect.
Okay.
And here I'm writing some scripts here. So basically, I have a motion daemon or motion script, Pi script that will I have a folder called security motion. It will record whatever happens and put it in the motion image folder. Then I have a cron job that runs almost every minute to move these images and put it in my PHP www root site here. So I have var www HTML. I have some PHP site that will do some images. So this is the images here, and I didn't move the videos. So now, for just today, this morning, I have like 2,034 image. So this is my index. When I go to the Pi, I see the images. If I click the images here, it will open up all these images, and this is the images that is detecting. So you can see I have a hover effect, like you know, it will color. It's black and white till I click it. Then when I need an image, it opens it, and my Pi will detect that image.
I see. So
Ooh.
it's just taking a bunch of pictures of the dark.
Well, there's slight change in lighting. So
okay.
but out of 2,000, I mean, there must be something. I just don't want to show something I'm running around with my underwear or something like that. So
Yeah,
I'm trying to careful.
this is a family friendly podcast.
Exactly, and actually, I should have.
Well, this episode is.
So here I have my alarm. My light turn on, like my Alexa turn on lights at a certain time. So now it detected the change in lighting. It took a picture and show what's in the change versus the before.
Okay.
So actually, this is my kind of thing. I want to make the script a little bit fun. I have like different scripts that I run. I should have just shared with you guys what kind of script I have. So I have the move script. Basically, every day I want to, let me see, desktop, maybe my Pi. I have the clear the WWSH shell script. Basically, this is would clear up my my images. I can't do this manually. If I need to clear things up, I'll run the script and it will clear the images.
So it clears out all the files that end with the JPEG extension. Okay.
Correct. And I have a cron daily move. That runs every minute. So if I run this cron, let's open it. So it looks for the home Pi desktop security motion. And if the directory is not empty, then it will go and move my JPEG move images to my root, basically, or to my Python. Sorry, the PHP side, the var www.html web service side. Then it's going to remove the desktop motion JPEG and AVI videos, because I'm recording both videos and images. The only thing, you saw how many images, how big is the images? I don't want it to be overloaded. So, and after that, it go to change. It will show what's in a security motion, which nothing. So this is an optional. We shouldn't really do that and say this is the end of a statement. So this runs every minute. Now, actually,
so how do you get it to run every minute?
So I have a cron job, and I went to my, so this is the two tests of this thing. So go to my Pi. I should have root var run. Then I should have.
There's a cron.pid.
Yes.
At the very bottom.
Yeah. Run. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So actually, I shouldn't open it through this here. Should open it through a command line. So there's a command line cron that edits. Let me see. Let me see. Cron job E. Let me just find the command.
Okay. So what is the criteria? When does your camera decide it's going to take a picture? It compares something?
Yes, it's always detecting. And as soon as you see like the image change from the status, like let's say, so all right, so I do have an example for you how it works, but it can be deceiving here. So I'm here, I have a script called, so there's a Pi image library. So this image library can do a lot of things. And one of them is detect the difference between images. So here I have, let's say I have image 1 and image 2. And I want to see the difference between the 2 or between 2 and 3. you will figure out the difference between the image and give me a diff and show that diff. So I was writing the script right now just to show you the idea behind it. So let me see. If I want to run this script, I want to go to, where are images list, and I'll change to dev. And I need to go to my probably Pi. Okay.
If you go on the left, I think you can just set an interpreter. You should be able to run it. I just hit run.
No, yeah, but I need to be in the right directory. I think I'm not in the right directory.
Okay. Yeah.
So let's say images, right? Dev images. No, I want to go C, CD, maybe 1F down, ls. Yeah. I want to go to my Pi.
Yeah, I think so, because it looks like the script that you're showing us is in a Pi directory.
Correct. So there we go. So I think I'm in a Pi here. So if I run this bastard, now it runs a program. The two images that I have there's no difference, 0, right?
Right.
So what if I do compare image 1 with image 2, which I think there's a difference in images. So
one has a scary ghost. Ooh.
So run it opens up. Yep, it's opened that image. So it opened and it goes. So what happened between the two images? It showed me what's the difference. So I had two images. I see the shadow here from myself. The door changed. There was a movement here. And there is a shiny, the bar shine. So everything black, it means nothing changed. Anything highlighted in different colors is the difference between the two images.
Gotcha.
So let's do, and honestly, this one I can do. I can drop any two images, right? I mean, I can demonstrate this to you guys better, but see this, the Pi kind of pillow, what they call pillow library. It can give you differences. It can show you, it can save it. It can do all the stuff. But what's happening here, that my kind of camera is running all the time. The Pi is detecting if there's any movement, any changes in the pixel or the image, it will record it and dump the images whatever I want it. So that's the Pi script, the original one, and using the same kind of library, the fill library, to detect that. So
this seems, so you have a cron job that's moving the images to the directory.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So when you run a Pi script,
yeah,
when does it exit? Or does it have an exit clause?
No, it runs all the time. So I put it in a way which I can show you guys next time, because I need to get some details on this one. So I created a Pi script, right? Then made that Pi script to run at boot time. Every time the reboot happened, there's a boot file in the Raspberry Pi that will run the Pi script. The Pi script, and actually I didn't write it. I downloaded the Pi script. I played with it a little bit, but to change it, a few things to put it in the right directory and changing the timing and the file type and images sizes and stuff like that. So then this will run all the time while the Pi is running. So it will capture all these images, put it in one directory. Honestly, I don't need cron job. I can change the Pi script saying that every time you run or detect new images, move the files from the temporary file and put it in the web server root, or put the images right in the web server. The only thing I wanted to run the web service is run under kind of an admin script. I have to like sudo. So I don't want the Pi to have more access than it needs. So that's why I break it to two different processes. The second thing, if something fails, it will not fail the security. I want the Pi script to have separation of concern to capture images only, then other scripts that will move files around. And if those scripts fail, it will not, disturb my security thing. Then, I mean, when it gets to that level, that's too many files, right? So I'm probably going to put my Pi in jeopardy. So
like, do you have a threshold? You want to move those? So like some of the older ones?
No, and that's why I was trying to do the image comparison. So I do it manually. Like now I delete it and just only have one image. The only thing is, since it's security, I don't want a script to figure out what need to delete or not what to delete. What if I need an image that's needed and the script, the cron job deleted? So I'm trying to do something, add
Well,
something
maybe
like
you don't want to delete, but what about just
Mhm.
move, compress them all into
yeah.
a single file and then just move them somewhere else?
That's actually a good idea. I'll be honest with you. I can do that. I can just say
Make sure we have that. He said I had a good idea, folks.
idea. He's good. A good idea.
You
Yeah.
got-
So
I got a good idea.
there we go. So so that's it. Like that. So the only thing I was thinking about doing is just I have a base image, a master image, which is just a room with empty room. And I want a second script that will loop through all the images and compare it to my master and say if there's any difference between the master and that image, then there's a significant change. Show me only the deltas in change. So I'll have a bunch of like a sprite of images that show me the changes of an hour. It's only show me what changes. A black background, so I can see myself moving or a door open or something happen. But I want to see the details. There's too many pictures, so many images. Then, so I'm trying to add some smart to it, some brain to it, saying that, hey, instead of keeping images, just the light flicker or the TV is changing the lighting in the room, that would happen.
So then, like, I would imagine right there in that image chops.difference, there would have to be something in there that was like, yeah, I don't want it if the light's dim. I don't want to get a picture of that because that's fine. But
yeah,
if a new object shows up,
Mhm.
let's show me that.
Right.
And
Yeah.
I don't know how smart that library is, but like,
Yeah. I'll be honest. I have to look at it, but I agree with you, Steve. It should say this is the base image. If something happened, change it.
it's like people who read like seismographs for like earthquake. I think that's what it's called. But it's like I don't want to know about every little tremor.
Yes.
I only want to know about the big shakes.
Exactly. There's another way I can do it.
What about having the inverse? Right?
Which one?
So what about the inverse, right? So like,
Mhm.
so adding into your scripted clause that says, okay, well, if
Mhm.
for every 10 images
Mhm.
where there is no difference,
Mhm.
delete.
Exactly. That's what I want to do. Exactly.
So like,
Mhm.
and you can set that into a time frame, right? So,
Mhm.
and that gets a lot of fun too, like capturing images within a time frame.
Mhm.
But
No, I mean it should be. So let's say now there's no images, but if I tell Alexa to turn the lights on, so let me go to my Alexa now and do something where we're doing here, and that will let the room detect the motion. So Alexa, but continue, Dom. I'm just doing this while you were explaining your theory.
just yell it. She'll hear you.
Yeah.
Alexa,
Turn out, start a day. Let me see. Fan on, nights. Turn the light on, start the day. I have a script that start the day, keep talking. And workout reminder.
So what happens when you're making TikTok videos? Is your Pi also recording those?
No.
yeah,
It
they
does not.
are. They've been deleted right now.
It doesn't. But now from here, I'm manipulating my Alexa in the room to change the flicker of the light, talk, and do all the stuff. So the workaround.
If anyone wants to see him twerk, Ahmed R1, David.
Oh, there you go. I got 3 images, right?
Oh, he's trying to get us away from the TikTok stuff.
So it did detect. Say like this is one state and this another state change. The light turned on, so it showed me the difference.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly,
so you have a master image.
Yes.
That's your baseline.
Yes.
How often do you update that baseline image?
I don't. So my baseline is like this. Now is this image, right? So let's do this. So let's use this as my baseline, right?
Mm-hmm.
And let's do it live. So I save as image, and let me see. I go to my Pi. I'm go to my images. I do change my master to this guy, right? So I'm gonna change my master, save, replace, right? Then let me see if there's any more images came out after the fact. No. Let me do another routine while we do this, just to see if I can add more images.
Just switch the dimmer from low to high a couple times.
Exactly. Look at oh my god, that is like killing it. Like light device. All hue lights on, off, on, off. All right. So it takes a minute. Remember the cron job. It's a minute job. Bedroom on. I might get a bunch of them together. And actually, it shouldn't be a guessing game because actually I'm remote to my here. So let's see. Do I have any images in my home Pi security? Right. Desktop security. Come on. Security. Motion. Yep, I have 2 images. Oh, it didn't do anything. Okay, all off, all on. The lights. So let's. Okay, let me do routine. Maybe the routine is the one that's going to trigger. But you know, the workaround to this, if I don't want to care about a light, I can in my Pi add another device called the motion sensor. So it will. Oh, see the images are popping up.
Oh, you broke it.
Yeah. So now, if I now 22, I have 22 images. If I go there.
See 'em.
So this is the light. So so let's say this is my base, right? Let's use that master, right, that we used. Then I would do image 001. So let's do this 001. So we save this image as 001. And I will just replace this guy, save it, and now run my script. And it should detect the difference. It did. It say, all right. Actually, open image. But see, this is the difference. If everything is black, I don't know if you can see it here, but only the pixels are the change. You can see the squares. So let's say, what if I put let's do something else. Like let's use this as my 001. It's really brighter. So let's say this is my original one. Change. Okay, before change it, this is I'll change. So this would think there's wow, it actually picked up more stuff, right? So let me change the 001 to this one. It's a little more brighter. So save as 001. So basically I'm changing that to 001. Oh, actually, you know what? I'm doing it all wrong. I should be do 02. I'm one.
Boys and girls, if you ever wondered what being a developer is like,
this is a great behind the scene. We don't want to kill your dreams, but
this is it. So this is the 002 that I changed, right? So I want to show the difference between the master and the 002. I run the script, and there you go. You guys see a dimmer image, right? Because it's only going to show me the difference between the two. And like it show you here, like a little bit dimmer, this is a different light, and stuff like that. But if I go and walk in a room and compare it, it will show the door open.
All right, do that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Damn. Damn, I don't do that.
Hey, we want to give our viewers the best experience we can.
What do you mean? I did it now with Alexa.
Go open that door, Ahmed.
Do it for the gram.
God. All right, give me 1 second. Man. I'll be right back. I might have to cut this editor.
This is not what he had in mind.
No.
Got him.
Yeah.
Hey, hold on. I'm going to SSH into his Pi real quick.
All right. Yeah. And he's back.
Okay. All right, I'll give you guys some good images. Hold on a second.
All right.
Let's see. Refresh 64,
Wow.
64-bit. So
I think the door opened.
let me see. It didn't open that much.
Wait, did you barely open the door?
I thought it opened bigger than this. What the fuck? Oh, okay. Because I give you guys the finger. So
We can't see that.
I know.
Uh,
But, oh, there you go. Did I?
no, not really.
Fuck.
Can't tell.
All right. Well, anyway, this is a different enough, right? The door open. So let's see.
The door is
Checkers.
open.
So let's take an image out of this one.
There's some
There.
trash on the floor there. Mm-hmm.
This is bags.
Mhm.
These are stylus bag. Okay, let me see. So image 2. So he's gonna open that image that I downloaded, which is this one, the door open. So this should be a detection of difference in only the door, right? So now I got a ghost of the closed door and the open door, the difference, and the change in lighting. So anything that detected differently will be in a diff. So I mean, honestly, if the light is steady, it will only show me the door open. But once I move the door, the reflection of this items has changed because the movement of the door, and that's what happened.
Okay.
But
So then my question is how often do you update your master image?
well, I really wanted to get like a good baseline, which I can't because of the lighting, right? Because I mean, if I use this baseline, it's darker, right, than images. So let's do this.
I guess
So
from what I'm understanding, then is if you use a super dark master image, like wouldn't anything trigger that?
yes, so let's do this. I'm going to change my master. I'm going to
Okay.
go ahead and change my master to when the door was closed, right? And the difference should be only the two, one opening and one close. So I should be comparing one master with 2. So this is now my master, the closed door. Run the script. It should show the difference between the master and the thing. So do you guys see it? Oh, it took it does better, right? Because the shade of the color is still the same. So I take my bad explanation back. So the shade of the closet is still the same. The bed shade is still the same. The thing here is still the same. The only thing that changed is the door and maybe the reflection on the knob here.
Yeah.
And some pixelation change here, light on this bar. So it shows the closed door, some virtually the open door. The master was here. It gives it a little bit of a hue, kind of different hue light. And now this is the closed door and it's detected the change. So I can use this as my master, but whenever change, I can just detect the changes and see the changes in the image. And I put the image in the lowest quality possible, but I can change to higher quality and it get better. And see, I have some text here has changed, which is the time. Let us say each image have the timestamp in it and the stuff.
Yeah.
So it even detected the pixelation, the change in pixels of the numeric change, and ignore anything the same. The year is probably the same. The date never changed. Same. The seconds has changed and maybe a minute here. So it detect those changes. But it's very simple. Just two line of code. 1, 2, 3. I can make it in one line of code instead of passing images. I can apply the to commander, do the difference, and actually I'm here to say like if there's a difference, show me. If there's no difference, skip. So next time I'm gonna pull the big script that does the motion detection, and we can talk about it and figure out.
Okay.
But I want to show
So
you guys.
if you go back over to the pipe, sorry. Go
Sure,
ahead.
yeah, go ahead. Yeah. No, actually, go ahead.
So on line 10,
Mhm.
if you do after diff.get bbox, before the colon there,
Mhm.
so go after the parentheses.
Mhm.
Is there like can you do dot?
Add append, center, clear, copy.
because
Yeah.
it's like we were just talking about. It's like, if there's only like a slight difference, like if the lighting changes,
Yeah,
like just a little bit, like the sun's coming up. Well, I don't need to know about that.
exactly. Let me see if there's any parameter like. No, it doesn't. So
So
get
dot.
that big P box. So let's see this. Let's see what diff has different property. Diff is the image chops, they call it. So let's see what the image chops library can give us. So, which I think, by the way, add append and all this stuff is every library has it. So it's not only to that object. Lower, there's probably some settings, sensitivity or something like that.
Yeah.
And actually, image chops that difference. Maybe there's a different parameter. So no, just two images. Dot. Yeah. We'll figure this out. It probably have a Python way of doing things like that. But this one demo. That's
It
one
was
demo.
nice. It was nice.
It's a good
Thank you.
demo. It's a good demo.
Thanks. No, thank you very much. And actually, I want to show the pie while I'm at it. Is that cool?
Okay.
All right. Let's see. I have. No, Go. So I was playing with Go a little bit. So let's see. So actually, I'll share with you guys. Out of time. Oh shit. Okay. We'll probably have to restart again. So quickly, I have a Go program and executable. If I run it, it gives this number. But I'll explain the actual Go command. So I have a Go script here. I know it's too much, but I can split it quickly. Ignore everything. So I'm going to try to figure out how the can you run parallel processing in Go? Basically, you run multiple processes at the same time.
It's
So
supposed to be really good at concurrent operations.
it is, yep. So what's happening here? I have a Fibonacci sequence calculation, and I'm doing it not the efficient way, meaning that I'm doing a recursive function that call and figure out what's the previous number. Basically, the Fibonacci sequence number is basically the last number plus the last number plus the last, basically the addition of the last two numbers, right? So basically n minus 1, then you try to feed the Fibonacci sequence for the previous number, then a previous last two number, 2n minus 2, right? So in theory, if you want to go Fibonacci sequence, you want to add the last Fibonacci sequence plus the one before it.
Mm-hmm.
The last two Fibonacci sequence numbers added together give you the fib. It can be quickly in like, let's say, if you use a small number, but if you use a big number, that's when you have an issue. So let's here say, let me see where we are. Okay, change. I want to move up. Then I want to see back to Go. And let's. What's happening? Yeah, let's like Go. Oh yeah, there we go. That's why. My Kung Fu has been bad here lately. So ls change directory to my dev Go ls. Okay, change directory to hello ls. Yeah. So when I go build is gonna build it. Okay, then go. Hello. ls. Okay. Say go. Hello. What the heck? What's happening? Maybe, run? Maybe, yeah, maybe it's run. Hmm. Do you guys know what's the run command on executable?
Are we asking for audience participation? Oh,
Oh yeah. So actually, I probably need to just do hello. Let's go run.
I think it's go run something. Go run in the name of the script.
Yeah. Then.
Yeah, go run and then hello.go.
Yeah. Okay, we can do this. Hello.go. But there's one thing, I built it, right? So okay, this good job. So this is I know, but I built it, so I was trying to run the executable. So realize this one, I have a loop that runs, look, is done now. So I have a loop here. I have multiple functions that one that run 40. So it's basically, I'm using the Go here to run kind of anonymous function that will go ahead and print for me the Fibonacci sequence for that number at pass. So I have 40, 45, 12, 5 in that order. So small, bigger, then very small, and so forth. So, but the 5 happened first. So it ran, they all run in parallel, right? So whatever core is empty will take the process. So 5 finished first, then 12 happened after it, and then 40 happened after it, then 45. But in theory, it should always happen in random, because whatever finished the process first and how the process is running, it will happen. So I run it enough time that I saw that there's a difference in finish of execution.
45.
So 45 is still taking longer. So I have a sleep here for 10 seconds. So 45 took more than 10 seconds. So it didn't make it. So if I add it to let's say 17 seconds and run my Go.
Well, I think you have to build again.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I think run
not
the
sure.
Go. No, I think the run they don't have to build it, but I was gonna build it and run it. When I build it, I just want to make it run it as executable because that's going to be more efficient. But
Yeah, I don't remember. I could be wrong.
no, I think you're right. I can't be wrong. I mean, I used to build it yesterday, but see, it's taking longer than that. The 45.
30, do it at 30 seconds.
So actually, let's do what Adam is saying, right? So let's say, let's build it.
Wait, what did Dom say?
Say he said build it first. So I'm gonna go ahead and build. So let's say go build. I'm kind of bumped right now. There should be a command to run it. I think like this. Yeah, there you go. Just hello. I don't need to do anything. So now it's 30 seconds. So 30 is gonna wait. So 45 is taking that long. All right. So
0, 1, 1, 2, 3.
oh, there you go. 45 finished. Kim.
Okay.
Yeah. And this is the this number. So now it's done. So I wonder if we use the same number twice. 40. 40 was reasonable. I do 40. 40. Now 12. Yeah. I wonder how is that going to work. So I'll say build. So build and dash hello. Samir says hello.
Oh, can you do that?
Yep, you can add ampersand and you can stack your commands.
Oh, that's nice.
So now it did build and it ran, but so it's still running, but the first 40 is done. They're still waiting for the second 40. And this is the build. So the build happened out of sequence.
I see that.
Which is bad because, it ran it probably before the build is done. So it ran the old script, it built it, it continued running. So maybe we should not do that. So now, just we learned something new. So maybe the 240s came back to the same time, even though they are in different processes. They are running different processes. Interesting. Okay, good. So this would go. I mean, there's also. I mean, honestly, I can put this in a module. The Fibonacci sequence and the calculate and the print. I have a print button here method. I can put them in modules and import them as packages.
Mhm.
Sorry, packages. And I think the command is OM or something like that. But that's what I was playing with Go, just trying to figure. I'll be honest with you. There's one to improve. I put a sleep here, but I believe there's a better way to do this. So if you have a root program, you probably don't have to wait. But I just want to say, all you guys run, then I'm sleeping for 30 seconds, then I'm printing done. And since it's part of my anonymous function to get the number, then print it, I'm expected to print in a screen before my sleep function ran out of time. But to improve that, there will be a better way to do this. I mean, I wrote this before, like this is clean up from, this is a better clean way than I originally made it, but now it's more efficient.
I see.
But other than that, let's have fun. I'm gonna stop sharing.
And we got less than a minute. How do we wrap this up?
All right. So anybody have anything to share with the guys?
Well,
Yeah. So let we talk about fun stuff right now. So Dom, any crazy stories? Anything going on? And your side? Your end?
well, I did some programming.
Oh.
Nice. For
That you
living?
do.
For a living or for what was that?
No, I couldn't do that.
I don't know if I could develop for a living.
I don't think you can do that either.
Mm.
No, I'm taking the Google Python course.
Damn.
All
All right. How does that count? How difficult is it?
So I mean, so far so good. The only challenging thing about it so far is that it's a lot of the stuff that they want you to write is to do with math equations.
Mm.
You know, like, and it's just because I'm dumb. Because
No, man.
you know, like factorials and like, just like.
I was trying to look at some of the image library detection and all stuff. Just beyond me, like different and all this stuff. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was actually just looking at all it because inside that, whatever that library is that you have, there is something called like stat.
Mm-hmm.
And you can pull, like you can take that that difference that you get from your dot difference function,
Mm-hmm.
and apparently you can then convert that over to like a percentage or something, and then that's like, I guess then you can kind of compare like what that ratio of change is. And it was kind of interesting, but
Yeah, let me take a look. Stephen, I think you lied. I don't see anything like that in the library.
I would never lie.
You lied.
You PIL. Oh, well, maybe it's because this is a fork of the image stat.
Stop the VB script. Look at Python.
Oh yeah, that's what it is.
Or actually, anybody wrote a VB script, like VP script, not talking about JavaScript.
VB script? No.
VB script? No.
VB.net.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
No, I didn't even want to do that.
You're kids. I've wrote a lot of VB script. So this to be IE VB script in IE only. Then of course classical ASP was VB script in the backend, and the original Office used to be VBA or VB script for application. So.
All I remember is when I worked at Georgia Military College, people were like, "Can you write us add-ons for Office?" And we looked into it. And we're like, "No, we will not," because at the time they didn't. It was VB, like VB. And I was like, we're not doing that. No.
Man, when they say they're going to discontinue support for VP, we did not believe it. But back in the days, back in 2005, I was like, no.
Wait,
mister, tell me about the dark age.
No, just VB6, VB5, 6, and the original one, Basics, and then Visual Basics. Okay. They discontinue support for it a long time ago, and that was kind of shocking.
.NET 5. Does .NET 5 support Visual
Basic? I don't know, man. They can just stick with C# and that's it. I don't need. I mean, they say everything compiled to MSIL, right? So in theory, you can write whatever language you want as long as all compiled to MSILs. then the language doesn't make a difference. But C# is such a clean language. I mean, they are trying to make VB like C#. You know, people don't like the brackets and semicolon, but my God, I mean, it's a lot cleaner.
I love it.
Yeah, because you can write things in one line, man. You know, you don't have to say like if, then, space, then, you know, like new line. You can just write everything in one line and combine it. You know, you can have elegant way of writing code, but VB6, you have, I hate anything with line indents and you have to put a new line. But anyway, they wanted to make sure the code readability is there. That's why I think some people.
Anyway, Ahmed, I posted in the chat the documentation that I found.
Nice.
There's
You
no
want
new
me to
changes.
share?
No, you just read that on your own time.
Okay. All right.
There's no changes to VB.net, but it is going to be in .NET 5.
Okay.
Really?
So they still support it.
Yep.
They're like, that's just them giving in, just going, fine. If you guys would just shut up, we'll do it.
So
It was like, what was it that they because they did, I guess this is the second time I've heard about Microsoft coming back around. Was it WinForms? I think that they didn't, there was something they didn't want to port the .NET Core at the time. And finally they were like,
double PF. Yeah, double PF.
yes. And I guess finally there were enough people who were like, well, we want it. And they're like, that's not what we want to do with it.
Yeah.
Uh,
Plus, it's hard because, you know, the old WPF was kind of built in that Windows library, not DirectX. You know, I forgot the lower image library that actually can create the text. Forget the name of it for now, but it's hardware accelerated and it's very window centric library. Now they have to make it, support multi-platform, which is a big deal. I don't know how much
that was one of the reasons. They're like, no, like .NET Core we want this to be cross-platform. And they're like, there's no way that we'll get the WPF stuff to be cross-platform. And
you know, but you know, ideally it's the same thing because XAML is like XML, right? HTML. So they should have made it web-based enabled, basically saying that the layer, instead of being XAML, it can be JSX maybe, or some XML library, HTML based library, and you write your code and compile it through Ionic or something like that and make it executable that runs everywhere. But I mean, they could have make it probably that's what they do now, but it should be like, you know, guys familiar with WPF, right? No, not WPF, PWA, right? You can write web for and Ionic and all this stuff. They can build your web into the window.
You like Electron too?
Electron, yeah, exactly. Electron.
They're saying that there are going to be single file applications.
Single file application.
So single file applications are published and deployed as a single file. The app and its dependencies are all included within that file.
Okay.
So the dependencies are loaded directly from that file into memory.
Huh.
That's kind of sweet.
Man, I miss Microsoft stuff.
You miss Microsoft stuff. It's still there. They're
No,
not going anywhere, Ahmed.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's not working.
You wanted to use Java.
I know. I mean,
But is that? We got to end. I don't want to end on a sad note here. Somebody.
no.
Everybody got really depressed here.
No, I got a phone call. That's why I was. No, but I'm just saying, like, now if you look at it, like, for last year's, like, we do .NET Core for a little bit, but like React and, you know, Angular, then Vue.js, then .NET, Node.js, people are moving away from, you know, classical, you know, ASP.NET and all this stuff.
Good.
Microsoft stuff. I mean, I don't know, but
I see that
at
as
least
a
in
good
my
thing.
career, yeah.
Because competition is healthy.
Yeah.
because I feel like once everyone goes to a single technology, then whoever develops that technology, they just get complacent.
Yeah. I mean,
Oh,
I
sorry.
agree with that to some extent.
Yeah.
I feel like there is a reinvention of the wheel every so often, but I think we're getting to the bottom of that cycle until something really big comes out.
Yeah.
Which I think is good because then we'll be able to like kind of like get to the apex of it and get good at it, right? Yeah,
I mean, I'm excited. Like I said, I still want to build stuff in all these other languages and just do things. And I guess Ahmed, you have now set the bar really high for demos on our show.
I know for doing Go.
For doing Go and Python, even PHP, which I really wanted to. I really wanted to like.
Oh yeah, actually, I did show you guys my PHP.
We don't want to see the PHP.
No, nobody wants to see that.
No one wants
Dude,
to-
actually, it's only 2 line, literally. So
Yeah.
most of my magic is in CSS, like the hover and the grayscale and everything is CSS. It's just 3 line of CSS.
Well, that's good. That's good.
PHP.
But it's still the PHP. I'm like, we don't need to see that.
I know. I hate the PHP. I know that's it. So the only thing in
But why
Pi,
did you choose to use that?
because I'm using Raspberry Pi and Raspbian have like packages with PHP. I'm like, no, I want to do Node.js. I want to write like in Vue or something else. But
just
you know
use
what?
.NET.
So the only thing is going to be also there's a server side kind of script. Basically, I'm using moving file in the backend, deleting file. So PHP was a server side, so maybe that makes sense. But actually, I forgot to show you. I have an API that will serve all the images. So what I wanted to do is it taking pictures, and I have like a PW file that knows the IP address of the Pi, and call an API and pick up the image location, and I can just scroll through my images through, like, let's say my app, my kind of local app. So it's an API and all this stuff. But anyway, maybe that's the next time. But I built the API and I should be able to do that soon. So.
Yeah, so everyone on the internet can see that the Raspberry Pi runs Node.js.
It does, yeah, of course.
Thank you, Steven.
Actually, I do have Node, and I have Nginx running on my Pi. So
And you still went with PHP.
no, I mean, yeah. So there was a quick index page and some role like.
No, I hear you completely. We just lost all of our other front end and web technology crowd, but somehow we just got a influx of PHP enthusiasts.
Yes, I don't like PHP, but I mean, I'm just saying I don't like it. I don't think it's a good option.
We don't like PHP because their checks don't cash.
Agree. But there's a lot of production site now running PHP. They still have a lot of PHP out there.
Yeah, there is, but we don't talk about them.
Exactly. I'm not defending it or a big fan of it anyway. So that's my opinion. So.
Yeah. Wow.
So have you guys seen the new Ferrari? I know I'm just out of topic here, but
I see.
It has changed a lot, improved.
I have not seen the new Ferrari.
It's beautiful.
I have not seen it.
Yeah.
I've not seen it, but I couldn't tell you what the old Ferrari looked like either. So.
Oh, Steven, you.
Because why? Because Ferrari's checks don't cash either. It bounced.
There you go.
So I don't know about you guys, but I'm excited about going to go see Tenet. Hopefully soon.
Oh yeah. So first of all, happy Labor weekend, happy Labor Day for everybody. Did anybody want to see a movie? Because it used to be the big thing in Labor Day, going out and watch a movie. Okay.
I did not.
Me neither. I mean, but you know what? I'm waiting for Top Gun. If Top Gun came in, I'm probably gonna go like 5 o'clock show or 3 o'clock show with nobody there and watch it. And I'm probably gonna watch it 5 times.
So you have to leave. No.
Yeah, it's like here's 5 tickets. I want to watch.
Refer to me as Maverick from here on out, sir.
Great.
Right.
Maverick. I'm gonna watch this 5 times.
Good to see you, Maverick.
Yeah.
But
No, I like that guy. Apparently, he's Denzel Washington's son, the guy from Tenet.
in real life? Oh yeah.
Really?
So he did play that Denzel Washington movie called Inside Job. Have you seen that movie?
Mm-mm.
I have not.
So Denzel Washington did a movie called Inside Job, a bank robbery in New York. His son played the same movie, and he did a good job. That explains it, man. The guy know how to act, and it's a new face. Nobody know him. He's very confident in the screen and all that stuff. But I was surprised he got that big a role.
I would like to see that guy play James Bond.
Denzel Washington.
Denzel Washington's son.
But Idris Elba was supposed to be
I
the
was going
James
to say
Bond.
that he would be my choice for James Bond.
I agree. I like his movies a lot, man. He's
Well,
a good actor.
He's also British. I think it's a requirement.
Yes, mate. Talk about that. Can we
That's
switch-
right. That's right. You can't be having James Bond talking like this right here. I'm here for the Queen's Majesty stuff. We just been killed jagged. It's all it. Yeah. Go get him right now.
Harvey Gazer. We got to speak in Cockney. Cockney
That's
accent.
right. No, you're right, son.
Aye.
No, you're right. I don't know where I was going. I was way too going under.
Steven is good at accents, man.
I
I mean,
was just, a couple of points after the match the other day. I'm just man.
the other day.
The other day.
But he does a good Australian, which is hard for me. The Aussie and Kiwi accent.
Whoa, those are different.
No, they are. But
Those are
like
great.
the Dan Anda is hard for me to do.
Oh,
Steven is good at it.
All of our viewers in that area of the world.
Actually, if anybody from Australia, please leave a comment, a video, respond back with the accent of your area. Let's say if you're Sydney, or let's say what do you call it, like Sydney or
one more
Melbourne. No, I think
Okay.
Melbourne.
Hey, that too.
But this one other. What's the name of this? The East Coast one. The one is East Coast.
New South Wales.
Mm-mm.
That's
Well,
on
maybe
the-
that's one of them, but
Um,
damn it.
sorry. All my mates and Sheila, please do not be offended by what Ahmed just said right now because he confused you with some New Zealanders.
No,
You
I
didn't
know,
make it.
I know. Maybe I'm.
There you went.
Yes. Yeah, he's good at this.
Yeah.
Of course, they're probably like, that was the worst accent we've ever heard. And I'd be like, I know.
Are we like, yeah?
Get into the comments.
Do more.
That was god awful.
Oh, somebody's having some serious drink over here, man.
Right.
Can you explain a little bit what you put in that glass,
I've
Mr.?
got a little rum and juice, a little lean going.
Nice. I've been trying brandy. Brandy is pretty good, especially the flavor one.
Really?
Yeah.
How are you
Yeah.
drinking it?
Straight, neat. Yes.
Oh wow, sophisticated.
On my little
Oh,
flask.
God, don't do it. Why? Yeah, well, we just lost
Fucking
all
aye.
the Southeast too from London. Right.
Fucking A.
Fucking aye.
But I like Cockney accent. Cockney accent to me the best British accent.
Oh,
I'll be honest with you. The first movie I saw with Guy Ritchie, I didn't understand a word. I'm like, what the heck is going on? I think it was Snatch. Then I was like, what the fuck is going on? I can't follow the script.
I don't know what they're saying.
Yeah, and this is
2 minutes,
supposed to
Turkish.
be too much Turkish. Yeah, he said 2 minutes ago, and they're like proper fucked. I have to bleep that part.
I'm sorry.
But actually, it was a good movie. I like Lock and Stock and Two Smoking Barrels is still my favorite movie, man. I mean, this is the favorite single movie. That's my favorite top.
They're classics for sure.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed The Gentleman too, man. The Gentleman,
Yeah,
like old school Guy Ritchie for me.
yeah. Especially, it's the best role for what his name, the guy from James Bond. What's his name? I forgot him.
Daniel Craig?
No,
He's not in it.
the gentleman.
Do you
Gentleman.
think about Matthew McConaughey?
No, no. But yeah, I thought Joe.
Did he actually play James Bond or was he a villain?
He was in the James Bond.
I don't
What is
know.
it?
Yeah, you have to tell. You have to show us because I have no
Yeah,
idea.
because I'm drawing a blank now.
How are you guys not know this? You are James Bond freaking freaks. You guys love this shit.
I didn't know that.
Are you thinking about Snoop Dogg?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Was he in James Bond? Snoop Doggy Doggy. Doggy Dog. No. Let me. The DOWG.
I'm trying
No.
to think. I'm looking at the list of actors that were in The Gentleman. None of them are jumping out as somebody from James Bond right now.
Damn, really? Let me see. How I
Colin
forgot his
Farrell.
name.
Was it Colin Farrell? Colin Farrell was not James Bond
Mm,
ever.
I'm gonna make a. Am I hallucinating
Did
then?
you guys see him in the penguin costume or the penguin makeup?
No.
Wait, who's this again?
Colin Farrell. So on the new Batman movie, he's gonna be the penguin.
Oh, like what version of the Penguin is he gonna be?
Well, he's unrecognizable in his makeup.
Very cool.
The new Batman.
Yeah. Which had to stop production because the main actor got
Oh
COVID.
yeah, he got COVID.
Dude, okay, maybe he was not in James Bond. I'm sorry. I'm talking about Hugh Grant.
Oh
Sorry.
yeah.
Oh, why? Come on.
I know. I don't know why I thought James Bond.
I think
He was
he's like
one of
the
the-
opposite of James Bond.
Exactly. So I think he's the latest British actor, in my opinion. Before till I saw this movie, then I'm a big fan of him now. He like because he was like always like romantic comedy, softish. Nothing wrong with that, but it was a very soft roles. But now
Yeah,
he's
he killed it.
good.
He killed it in The Gentleman.
Yes, we totally agree.
Killed it.
The gentleman,
The Gentleman.
which none of you are, and none of us are, but
Wow.
Excuse me.
I know.
You guys remember when Rockstar Games was making like Cockney films?
Oh yeah, the Bully. There's a game called the Bully.
Well, the game, that wasn't a Cockney. That was just like
Mhm.
it was a good game. I remember playing it.
Did you
No, no,
play
no,
it?
they made movies. They made like Cockney movies.
Hmm.
Rockstar published the game.
Rockstar Games, yes, made a movie. Hold on.
They're probably the better because they are like GTA's and Rockstock. Oh yeah, Top coolest truck. Rockstar.
Let's see, the Football
The
Factory.
movies. They made the movies. The movies that
The
They
movie.
made the movies.
the movies.
The movies.
I guess they just made
Rockstar.
one movie.
They only made
Well,
one movie.
Fuck it, I.
They
Which
made
movie
one
is that?
movie.
Rockstar.
Oh,
It's called the Football Factory.
So they call them Rockstar something games. What's the name of the company?
Yeah.
But basically, new video games are actually like movies. They have plot, actors, and like really, like you're watching a movie. As a matter of fact, I think now video games are better than movies because you part of the movie. Have you guys remember Max Payne, the game, back when it first came
Oh,
out? Man, I love this game. I remember I had a CD back in the days, and I had a laptop, a very weak laptop. I didn't even have a game machine. That was in transition period after college. So that movie had the slow down motion. The narrator was pretty good,
All the time.
and also it has a twist, right? His wife died or something like that. He doesn't know who killed her, blah blah blah. And sometimes from the shower scene, you think he did it, something like that.
Did you watch the movie?
I did, but I didn't like the movie. Even I bought a lot of the games. He get older with a beard and he shaved his head. Went to Brazil and all this stuff. But the first game was wow. It was really a wow game. But it was only PC.
Yeah.
Then later on, I don't know if they put it in console, but it was a good movie. It
No,
was
I'm pretty
good.
Sure I played it on Xbox.
Uh-huh.
I played Max Payne on Xbox for sure.
Okay, good. Like Xbox One, or was it the
I
original?
remember playing it on PlayStation 2.
Good.
Yeah,
it was
on
good.
console.
Talk about console. Now the Xbox S and X coming out, right? Who's PlayStation fan? Who's Xbox fan?
I think I'm gonna go with the PS5, fellas.
No, man. Do you have an Xbox now?
I skipped the current generation for between Xbox and PlayStation. I have a Switch, but that's about it. But if I was going to get one, it would probably be a PlayStation.
Just judging from your seat, man, I think you're a computer gamer. I don't think you
I
like
do play a
cancel
lot.
game.
No, that is true. I do play a lot. I am also a PC
You
gamer.
can lean forward. Let's see that seat. I want to see that seat.
Oh,
you, yeah.
So
I'm giving up on him.
I don't know if you guys know this, but
Mhm.
so if you spend a lot of money on a racing rig, on a car racing rig,
Hmm.
and you start competing, you have the opportunity of becoming a real race car driver.
I believe it.
What?
I believe it. So I still love playing Need for Speed 5. Then I went
Oh,
to
yeah.
the BMW Ultimate Test Drive. And I'll be honest with you, like you guys talk about the epics and the curve and the corner. If you know how to play the game, I'll be honest with you, in a real track, you going to do well. Because you're going to figure out when to cut and when to let go of the gas a little bit and not hit the brake. These games are really accurate in simulation, man. I think sometimes if you good at game racing a video game, you'll be good in real life. Granted, real life it's a little bit.
You mean like these guys get rigs? So like they'll have
Oh, yeah,
a
I've seen some of them. They're crazy.
yeah.
It's like the same people who do the same thing for like flight simulator games. I'm like, you don't have no chance of going Top Gun. What are you doing?
Yeah. Yeah, you can. I mean, you can build a 747 cockpit in your house.
Yeah, why not? That's disposable income.
How much would it cost? I mean, that would be a lot of money, right?
So I remember I would go. My buddy was in flight school in Miami, and I would go with him to flight school. And the simulator, and this was early 2000s, was like two screens, like two big screens, but then the inside was just like like the inside of an airplane, and you could actually like practice and trial run stuff
Mhm.
in the simulator, and it would behave exactly as an airplane would.
How much it costs them per hour to flight time? Like,
So I think the sim is a lot less expensive, and it only makes sense, right? But I think flight time, if you're going to get your private pilot, it's like $80 an hour.
not bad. I know in Atlanta, yeah, not bad at all. I mean, there's $500 an hour in Atlanta. The Delta Museum for flight simulation was that like this an airline ticket,
Yeah. Is this for like the 747?
I'm not sure, but they have it in the Delta Museum by the airport, and I believe it's $500 or $600 a session, which is I think an hour. But you have a co-pilot with you to teach you what to do. So maybe that's the difference.
That's wild.
Yeah.
I kind of want to do that now.
Me too. Actually, I wanted without a co-pilot. It's like, let me figure this shit out. If I can do it, I mean, if you don't do it right, I mean, you just failed the simulation, right? But I don't want any help. Just show me where to start the engines and what else to do, and I'll do it.
So we all know that, like we all know the programmers who are very talented and think that the transition from programming into anything else because they're good at programming is not challenging.
Who said that? That was you before.
That sounds like something Ahmed would say.
No, not me, but I think Don before is like, oh, programming? What is that? I can do that sleeping.
Yeah.
Then he got into it.
You want to be a sculptor? I was a programmer. I got this.
No, seriously, Don, before you get into programming later, what do you thought about programming? You told me programming before. What was your thought when you looked at me?
I regret it.
It ruined my life.
That's the goal of it. That's me. It's working. That's me. It's working.
It just, like you just have those days, man. Like some days everything works, and then like today I went into Azure, and I had like 3 applications that were just not working for some reason, and it was just like, oh, like what? I should drive a taco truck. Like, why
But that's just how it goes. And
honestly,
I gotta tell you, it's like a pyramid scheme because other developers be like, be a developer, it's great. And then you get into it and you get entrenched in it and you're like, I don't know what else I'm gonna do. I'm stuck in this now. So now I'm gonna go get someone else. Blame other victims for the field.
Remember that video from, I don't want to say his name, he's a Microsoft executive. He's like, developers. Have you guys seen that video?
No, you gotta send it to us.
Okay, I'll add a reference to that. I can show you here. But
It wasn't Gates.
Bob-
Balmer?
Bubber, yes, exactly. I don't want to say his name, but
No,
he had like a video. It's like,
hey,
"Did follow
it's okay. We can say it. Microsoft. Their
person."
checks aren't cashing either.
I don't want to lose my sponsorship here.
Yeah.
All right.
Whoa, you guys are getting sponsorships?
No, from FreeSoft. Yeah, Python is sponsoring me.
Yeah.
Open source.
Oh, okay.
Brought to you by open source.
Open brought to you by open source.
Ooh. The Atlanta Dev Talk Channel Spectacular, brought to you by Open Source.
I don't know if you realize this, guys, but they shut us down a long time ago. I mean, I'm just putting this in the ether right now. Just post them and they delete it automatically.
Exactly.
Automatic delete from YouTube.
Yeah. We have been demonetized, which is weird. I didn't know we had been monetized. Because
Yeah.
I didn't see. Don, did you get a check?
I did not get a check.
Yeah.
All right. I promise you, once I reach 5 million from you guys, I'll send you guys a gift. Applause.
But you know what? Like Ahmed's not wearing glasses today, so I think he got LASIK.
Ah,
Yeah.
yeah. Actually, I forgot the glasses today. I was trying to see who gonna notice.
I can afford better eyes.
Mhm.
Yeah. Great.
I don't know if you guys see the improvement in decoration. The lighting is becoming more expensive.
Yeah, no, I definitely. It seems like you got a new camera. It's more high def. It's weird. It looks like you rearranged your lanyards, put some lights behind them. Yeah, I don't like this. You've been redecorating. You clearly got some kind of sponsor money.
I bought a new house and made it look exactly like the old house in the
I
room.
knew
This
it.
room.
Just
So
to
yeah.
not make us feel bad. Yeah, he's getting that sponsor money.
No, I hope. But if I have any penny, I'll share with you guys. I'll probably give you guys all the money. You deserve it.
Sure.
But no, so let's talk about really quick.
We got 7 minutes, Tom.
Woo! It's a
Yeah,
lot. 7
yeah.
minutes. How do you know?
Because I can see
everything
the
goes
remaining
right.
meeting time.
Okay. Yeah.
Like,
Okay. There you
out of the weeds,
Mhm.
and everything's great. And then like you go into those other days where it's like, I thought this logic was working. What happened? Like this has
worked
been
it.
working flawlessly for 6 months. Where did it go wrong?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think there was a problem today like this, but there's something going to be like, but I think there was something else. Somebody said like it worked before, it worked in a different environment, but didn't work for his in production, which Salesforce thing. And I was like, maybe it's something, it got to be something obvious, man. It can't be
Yeah.
code based, but I mean,
Mhm.
So for me,
I
it was,
Mm.
oh, go ahead.
No, you first.
So for me, it was that they just started sending nulls, and it's like a field that should never be null. And I didn't have a null check for it because like it should never be null.
no check. Mm.
But
It's
it
a
was-
nullable Boolean, Dom. What does that mean to you? Means it can be true or false, not true, false, or
Yeah.
yeah.
We got
So
that.
no. Having an interesting anecdote really quick too. I went to a robotics talk,
Mhm.
and there was this really smart guy, PhD in robotics, and he was saying, he's like, oh well, you prototype everything in Python, and then you move it into C++, right? And I was like, well, why wouldn't you use Python in production? Can anybody give me an answer?
Because it's script.
A better answer?
Okay. You don't want to use Python.
You're not wrong, but why would you not want to use a script?
Because somebody can manipulate and change it, update the file. Is that?
Yeah.
Oh, plus you cannot predict, you cannot pre-compile it before and figure out the issues. That's why you want to use Rust or something like that.
What do
That's
you
strongly.
Yeah.
language?
Mm.
He said, yeah, because it's a script, you're not going to know that you're having an exception until you're having an exception. So
Right.
if your robot is going around chopping people's limbs off,
No, but
That's how I design all my robots. So
yeah. So actually,
but crying is new, so that's the exception.
that great. But like sometimes the military jets and all this program, they have they cannot fail. So sometimes, have you heard that they test them? They test the code before compilation is being compiled. Then we test the code while it's compiled to make sure it does what it needs and there's no bug. The compiler itself does not compile the code in a buggy way or something like that. I've heard there's a lot of restricted, very strict
I
testing.
would hope so. I would hope there would be some quality controls around something that fights gravity like that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I don't want to be in a plane that's like as soon as it
Glit-
gets up to 20,000 feet in the air, it's just like
Glitching.
oh, done.
Yeah.
Especially now, man. They have all. Are you guys a big fan of airplanes and jets?
Yes.
Yeah, I like them.
Yeah, I love the Savoy, like the Savoy airplanes. Have you seen the Berkut, the Ford looking wing airplane? Let me see,
Mhm.
SU 45, 47, I think.
You got
Oh,
3 minutes and 40 seconds. 30.
uh-oh.
I'm
Uh-oh.
gonna give us a hard cut at 2 minutes. I'm gonna shut us down.
Uh-oh. I actually did stop the recording by mistake.
He got nervous and we're done.
So you guys see my screen? My screen?
I see it.
Oh, you
Yeah.
see the wrong window. Let me see. Okay, I'm gonna have to
Oh
hit
boy,
it.
that is some search history.
Yeah. Whoa.
Oh, what are you doing? Oh, my
Hey,
God.
hey, family friendly.
No, it's not. But where's my? Oh God.
It's a cool plane.
Oh God. Do you guys see it?
No,
Well, I'm looking at it
all
on
I
the
see is
browser.
Visual Studio Code.
Oh. Now what about now?
Visual Studio Code.
What about now?
What about now?
Looks like you're dragging something back over.
Oh yeah. So. Oh yeah. Okay. Sounds good. So you guys see it now.
Yeah.
Okay. This is what I should have done. All right. So you guys. This what I'm sharing. So okay. So this is the SU 47, the Berkut. See how it's the wing is forward.
Mm-hmm.
To me, that's amazing.
It is.
And it has that canary kind of the canary kind of wings on top to do the pitch. So it does all kind of weird maneuvers and stuff like that. But to me, this is the most badass airplane.
Because it just
Mhm.
it almost looks like the day that they were putting one together the first time. They put them on backwards, and then they were just like, "Well, there is nothing we can do about it."
No, that's better. But you know
This is
this.
what Putin wants.
Ship
It
it.
for its wings. They'll never see come.
To Mother- Man, that's why I was gonna wear my Russian hat today. All right, so maybe next time. So my next one is the SU-34.
All right, I'm gonna have to. all
Okay.
right.
All right, last
I
one.
like
That
that
was
one.
sweet.
So yeah, so this one is two people sitting there. It has a bathroom.
But
It's
I
a
am
bomber.
concerned, Ahmed, that you were
Has a
looking up a
bathroom?
lot of Russian aircrafts.
Oh.
It has a bathroom.
Yes, it has a bathroom. And look, at the pilot are sitting next to each other. Like you see,
Aw.
they back to back. And
right.
here, there's a bathroom in this area, and a bed and sleeping things, and
Oh, that's pretty cool.
yeah, and it's
All right.
huge. But it looks weird, man. It looks ugly and lovely. I love it.
Yeah.
It looks nice. I like that ugly looking airplane. Anyway,
Yeah.
so that's it for me today, and thank you for
Oh,
joining
well,
us.
that's gonna be it from me as well. And
Yes.
I just don't even know if I can do what that.
You'll be fine,
feel
mate.
Yeah, I feel like sometimes I can pop over to the Zealand accent like that. And there it is, right there. It's more high pitched and a little bit more flavor. It's more fun, I guess, is what you want to do. It's just like, hello, there you go. But
Nice.
good night.
Okay, good night, guys. Well, thank you very much for the podcast, and we'll see you guys next week or next time.
Next time, let's manage expectations. Later,
Sorry.
gentlemen.
Salute.
Hold on.
See you
Salute.
guys. Have a good one. Good night.
You too.